coming out today. This is a historic year for the Republican Party of Arkansas, and particularly a historic year for Arkansas. For many years, we have had the privilege of working with GOPAC. They have worked in Arkansas for a number of years. They were organized in 1978. I even remember back in the early 80s, I attended GOPAC trainings. And we have with us David Avella from GOPAC, who will announce some endorsements and commitments that they're making in the race as we take the Arkansas House and the Arkansas Senate, as we elect a majority Republican in both the Arkansas House and Senate. And we appreciate GOPAC's involvement and their commitment to moving Arkansas forward from a status quo Democrat legislature to a more progressive legislature with bold new ideas that will move Arkansas forward, create jobs, lower taxes, and make Arkansas more efficient and effective in how it serves its public. David Avella, good to have you, sir.
Chairman, thank you.
Thank you.
My name is David Avella. I'm the president of GOPAC. Honored to be here in Arkansas today as we do our tour around the country of state legislatures with the best opportunities for Republicans to gain a majority. There is no state higher in our priority list than this state right here. And as we look at being involved in races that we believe are the representation of, if these candidates win, these are the races to watch, it will greatly impact our abilities to get to majority in both the Senate and the House. And today I'm pleased to be here to announce our support for 6 races, 3 in the Senate and 3 in the House, that we believe represent Republicans' opportunities here in the state to take majority. And most importantly, as is GOPAC's history in helping to elect that next generation of Republican leaders, we have been fortunate to build a track record looking just in the 10 races where 84% of the candidates we supported won, and 85% of those were challengers in open seats. And that as we look to gain majorities, it is about going out and finding those races that give us the best opportunity to gain majorities. And we're very excited to be here today. Because for us, elections are a means to an end. Ultimately, what we want is good conservative government. And that if by electing these 6 and by electing Republicans to the House and Senate majorities, we have an opportunity to make historic change here in the state. That we can look to making sure that the federal takeover of the healthcare system doesn't come here to Arkansas. That we can look to do job creation unlike has been seen here in the state. If you look this year at the states that have had the biggest gains in job creation, it's those states that have a Republican House, a Republican Senate, and a Republican governor. We'll start the effort here in 12 and finish it in 14 by taking the Senate and the House this time. Because ultimately, as you look at what it takes to create jobs, all 6 of these individuals all are talking about it. It's having a tax system that incentivizes people and gives people that opportunity that if they have an idea or they have a service that they want to be able to provide the community, that they know that they can do it without a government trying to take every dollar from them, that they then can't reinvest back in their business. But it's equally important to make sure that there's a regulatory system and a legal system in place that they don't have to fear junk lawsuits that would put them out of business. And it's those type of ideas that Republicans are passing, in addition to making sure state budgets are balanced, that's leading the way in job creation. And as I said, you look at the states that are doing it: Ohio, Michigan, Indiana, Pennsylvania. Contrast that with the policies that are happening on the other side in states like California and Illinois and Connecticut, where they're not creating jobs because their governor and their Democratic legislatures have chosen to go the route of higher taxes, more government regulations, and ultimately stifling job creation. So our 6 races, starting with, as I mentioned, they represent incumbents, non-incumbents, challengers, first times, and some of these races are incumbents on incumbents. Starting with Representative Linda Collins Smith, who is running for the Senate. Linda has many reasons why she made our list. One, of course, is she also represents the fact of a Democrat who said the policies that my former party supported are not what's going to move this state forward, and that philosophically I'm really Republican. And she moved and became a Republican, has been a valuable vote in the state House, and now wants to go help out in the state Senate. Second is Representative Jane English, who is running for state Senate. No one has been a bigger advocate for transparency in state government than Senator English. And as she also works very hard on veterans issues, she would be a great addition to the Arkansas Senate. And then we need to make sure we keep an important state senator, and that is Senator Jason Rapert, who faces a state Democratic state rep, and that we believe it has become an essential race that Republicans hold on to, that certainly we don't want to see any of our incumbents lose, and we want to make sure Jason is returned to the Senate. As we move to the House, one incumbent we want to make sure is returned is Representative Alan Kerr. His time in the state House, he has followed and looked to support common sense legislation, and it's the type of legislation and the type of leadership that needs to continue in the state House. And then our last 2 races are pickup opportunities, small business owners who know what it takes to create jobs, with Mary Bentley, who is the owner of Bentley Plastics. She knows what it takes to create jobs. We're very excited about her candidacy and the future that she holds serving in the state House. And then Bill Gossage, who knows very well the changes that need to occur in education, and he can be a go-to person for Republicans, as one who's been a counselor, as one who's been a principal, as one who's been a assistant superintendent of schools. He knows what we need to do to make sure more dollars are being put into the classroom and that our students are getting the education that they need. These 6 races, we believe, give Republicans a great opportunity. It is why GOPAC is making the maximum contribution that we can, $2,000 to each one of their candidacies today. Looking forward to other ways we will, as we do with all of our races, to watch each week. We feature a different state. We're doing the Arkansas Senate and House today, so our supporters nationwide will get to learn of these outstanding candidates and have the opportunities to support them. We'll be looking for other ways to be helpful to them. Looking forward to a Senate majority and a House majority here in Arkansas, and may we benefit from 138 years of a Republican majority. With that, let me give a contribution to each one of you. Bill, Mary, Alan, Jason,
Thank you.
Jane.
Thank you.
Thank you all very much.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mary.
Thanks
Thank you, sir.
much.
Thanks.